Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to What the Bonkers. I'm your host, Brittney.
And I'm your other hostess with the mostest, Paul.
With the mostest, yeah, not even in your dreams, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's start off. How was your week?
Oh, well, this was a pretty uneventful week, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It was an
Oh
emotional roller coaster.
The longest this is probably the longest election in all of American history. Probably.
Yeah, aren't they doing recounts right now or no?
I think if certain states get too close, then they will do a recount. Which that did happen in 2000 with Bush and Gore. The Florida vote was really close, but then there was a Supreme Court battle, and they're like, okay, we're stopping the recount, and so yeah.
Oh wow, interesting.
Crazy stuff.
I know. We had the funeral at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
Then it was my birthday.
Yeah.
Which I had a good birthday. Well, actually, it was the funeral, election day. Everyone was going crazy. Then it was my birthday, which, by the way, I had a great birthday. I enjoyed it with my family, and I got a cool gaming chair. Look at that monitor I got. I got a gaming mouse,
nice.
And a gaming keyboard. And I got that pop. What's it called? Those Funko Pops.
Funko Pop.
A cool Funko Pop. That's my second one, so I'm so excited. Rick and Morty goes along with that. Yeah.
All right, so I guess it's going to be our tradition to start the show off with a fact, right? Because you kind of started that.
Yeah, I thought I'd do it at the end of the show.
Oh, at the
we
end?
can do it
Okay.
at the beginning. Do you want to do it at the end or the beginning?
Well, whichever. Or I can do the beginning, you do the end, or something like that, or whatever.
Oh, you know what? Let's just do it now.
Okay.
All right. You want to go first or should I?
Okay. Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
So my fact has to do with I related to the election because the election just happened. Granted, this is going up in a week, but either way. So you know how women got the right to vote? Well, not all women, but women got the right to vote in 1920.
Yeah.
Did you know that New Jersey actually allowed women to vote prior to 1807? Well, single women, that is. It says here that the state's first constitution stipulated only that an inhabitant be of voting age and reside in the state for 12 months. Married women were assumed to be represented by their husbands, but single women participated in elections regularly. However, that was until claims of fraud, including men dressing like women and voting multiple times, that caused the law to be amended and voting rights were stripped away from women. They were given to women nationwide in 1920, although only in theory for black women who had to wait until the Voting Rights Act of 1965 to pass before their voices could actually be heard. So New Jersey kind of stepped their game up a little bit.
Wow, go Jersey.
But then they reversed it, so.
Because the guys ruined it for the women, basically.
Basically.
Okay, well, mine's a little fun, interesting fact. Did you know McDonald's once made bubblegum flavored broccoli?
Why?
I have not.
I didn't know they had broccoli. Even regular broccoli would be weird for McDonald's.
Yeah, I wonder what year that was. Because that's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Even regular broccoli I probably wouldn't get from McDonald's. Although I've probably had a McDonald's salad before.
But
so.
it was an attempt to try to get children to eat healthy, but it didn't go through.
Nasty. And who wants to eat bubblegum? That's not something you want to eat. That's something that people chew.
Just chew, and the flavor goes away, and then you spit it out, and then you move on to your next
Yeah, also,
piece.
I don't think of bubblegum as tasting good. They have, bubblegum, toothpaste and stuff like that. That's not a good taste. That's
yeah, it's like
it's
a
not
total
like a
different
tasty
taste than what you
taste,
expect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to the dentist. Oh, what flavor would you like to use?
I don't get asked what flavor.
Well, I don't anymore.
I think as a kid,
when
yeah.
you're younger, you do.
Yeah. All right. So what are we doing this week?
Well, this week I just figured we could do stupid crime stories that happened. I have them all on my phone.
Commentate. Is commentate? Yeah, commentate on some weird news story or some crime stories. We did news stories before. But.
Yeah. So I figured it would be fun if we did some.
How many do you have?
3, 6, 7.
You have 7? Okay, I have 4.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 4.
I'll go first then.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to take place in Oklahoma. There was this guy named Jacob Wise who was 18 years old who decided to go to a clothing store and steal some clothing. He cleverly removed the tags, the security tags that are on the clothes, and then he went to go walk out of the store. But when he was walking out of the store, the alarm went off. The dummy put the security tags in his pocket, so he got busted.
Oh man, that's it's like you're really smart, but then you're not.
What an idiot.
How did you remove the tags?
It doesn't say how he did it.
Because those things, like, I know there was an episode, My Name is Earl, where Joy, she like bedazzled her tag because she couldn't get it off. Actually, when you break those, doesn't ink go everywhere if you break them? So you have to get them off the right way.
Maybe he has a tool or something. He probably could have worked in like a clothing store before and stole the tool.
That's very well the case. Or it could be the case, I mean.
But what a dummy. Why would you put them in your pockets? Like, you would have
I feel like I would do that. Because I would be so concentrated on that one task that I would just forget, because it sounds like such an easy thing, but you're so focused on the hard thing that you forget the easy thing.
I guess, yes. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you just lack common sense, though.
Yeah.
But I figured that was...
What clothing store?
It doesn't say, unfortunately. I wish.
I'd probably do that with H&M.
All I know is that it happened in Oklahoma.
Okay. Sounds fair enough. Alright, you want to hear my story?
Of course I do.
Alright, so my first story is a guy... he punched a Domino's pizza guy for forgetting his garlic knots, according to cops. Now, this was an article from 2012, and yeah, according to the police report, this 346-pound person,
wow.
He didn't get his food. The delivery man, Jonathan Fegan, told investigators that Wheeler, which is the guy who punched him, struck him below the left eye after he rolled down the window of his vehicle. Fegan, 19, said that, quote, Wheeler punched him because he forgot the garlic knots. Now, the guy claims that he didn't punch him because of garlic knots. He said that the issue was not over forgetting the missing garlic knots with the pizza, but rather that the pizza place owes him money. Now, this is Domino's. So I'm thinking, I don't think I've ever had Domino's garlic knots. Are they that good that you would punch someone in the face for them?
I've personally never had them. I always just order the pizza. But I think Matt has had them and enjoyed them.
I just think if you're going to punch someone for food, why not be like a different food than Domino's?
But they would have gotten him the garlic knots. If they forgot it, why can't they just bring it? And they might have offered him something else. I mean, he's a 346-pound man.
Yeah, you don't get in the way of garlic knots when you like food.
They probably would have given him extra. All you had to do was call, complain, and he probably could have gotten like 2 orders of garlic knots. Or he could have gotten a dessert from there. Or a free bottle of soda.
Yeah, but my thing is like, okay, garlic knots, no. But like, if it were like one of those Caesar salads from Salad Works, yeah, I'd punch someone.
It's not worth it because then you have the cops, and then the people can sue you. It's just this whole chain of events that will go on.
Yeah.
I just feel like they would have replaced it for him. He probably would have gotten more out of it. Because I'm sure that guy probably orders from that Domino's all the time.
And this guy is just delivering the food. Like, oh, he's just like the don't shoot the messenger kind of thing. He's just delivering food. Calm down.
It's not his fault. They put it in the spot. He picks it up. He delivers it. It's not his fault.
And you got the good part anyway. You got the pizza.
Yeah, and you know what? We're humans. We'll all make mistakes. So, you know what? He should have gotten over it. But that guy must have been hangry.
Oh, yeah.
In order to do something like that.
Do you get hangry?
Sometimes I do.
I
never punched anybody in the face before. Over food. I mean, I can just get food anytime here if I want to. I don't have to freak out over that. And you know what? If he was hangry, he could have had like a snack at his house before his food even came.
Oh, you know he has snacks at his house.
You know, yeah.
Not to shame him, but you know.
He definitely did. He definitely does, I should say.
Yeah.
But Domino's pizza is really good though. I enjoy it. Their crust is what gets me.
How long? What kind of punishment would you give for this guy?
I don't even. He probably get charged with like assault. So what's that? Like probably like a year in jail, maybe? You think?
A year? You think? I don't know if that would be a year.
Or maybe he'll get like probation.
I don't think it says what his sentencing was, but maybe, I don't know. I feel like people get away with a lot.
Well, maybe he'll just get like probation or something, but the guy he punched can sue him.
Yeah. It might not be worth it though.
I don't know. That was like my old boss just got punched in the face. So.
For what?
I'm not saying the story. I'll tell you in private.
Okay.
Because I don't want to say it online. So. Yeah.
All right then.
Okay, let's move on to the next story.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, this happened in the United States. It doesn't in West Virginia. So this guy decided to break into a house, steal some items, whatnot. Then he decided, hey, I see a computer. I'm gonna go on the computer, have some fun, do some searches or whatnot. Oh, you know what? Let me check my Facebook while I'm at it. The guy logged onto his Facebook, never logged out, left the house, and the police were able to find him because he left his Facebook open.
Wow. Man, Facebook isn't even that good.
It's not.
What's on Facebook except for like political memes?
Okay.
What are you checking your Facebook for?
I usually just like to scroll through and see the funny things that people post, but right now I don't even want to look at it because it's all just politics on there.
Yeah.
It's literally like people fighting with each other.
People are like threatening to leave Facebook but then they stay on. They like threaten to leave, but then they keep staying on.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm so tired of seeing, yay, Biden won. You know, all of you Biden people just wait till the gas prices go up and all that stuff, and then it's just these arguments going back and forth, people saying it. I mean, we get it. You have your opinions, you have your political views, but you don't need to fight with people.
I do have to say though, this election, it's not even just like opinions. Like people are just flat out like just saying like misinformation about things, which I find absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's true. And people, oh, if Trump wins, I'm leaving the country. Oh, Trump got COVID. I hope he dies. Like, you're awful for wishing that on somebody. I would never even wish that on my worst enemy for someone to die. I would never wish that on anybody.
Not even Hitler?
Not even Hitler.
You wouldn't wish Hitler to die from COVID?
I would want Hitler to rot in jail.
I mean, I
Because
guess.
he did. I would want him to be.
Yeah, I guess that's the worst punishment.
Be like in the worst prison, and just, you know, where they torture people and stuff like that. I would want him to be in that. Be tortured for the rest of his life. Because if he just dies, then he's not getting any punishment for what he did. You know.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but he never got arrested.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what I would want to happen to him because, he had millions. Was it millions?
Yeah, like 6 million
6
Jews
million,
died.
Yeah. I don't remember the number.
Yeah,
He had
millions of people died.
Millions of people died because of this man.
Yeah.
So he deserves to be tortured. And
wow, what a bold stance to be taking, that Hitler deserves to be punished for what he did.
He does. Killing is, you just can't kill somebody. They need to be tortured. They need to be punished for what they did. Killing them is the easy way out. That means there's no punishment or anything for what he did.
All right.
That's just my opinion.
Anyway, back to Facebook. Yeah, checking was it his? So I guess he just used their computer to log into Facebook and then logged out.
Yeah, and he didn't log out of it. He left his account wide open for them to see. Oh, you're blah blah blah.
I feel like why is that even on your mind to check your Facebook?
If you're robbing a house, go in there, steal the stuff you're gonna steal, then go home.
Yeah, rob the right way, guy.
I mean, I'm glad he did it because he got busted. But if you're gonna do it, don't leave a trail. And you can't wait. You can even check your phone for Facebook.
Yeah, Zuckerberg is always on your tail.
Such a dummy. They really are.
All right. My next story is it's actually a legal term. It's more of like an interesting legal defense that someone had. And I'm sure that people who are familiar with law probably have heard of this before, but have you ever heard of the Twinkie defense?
No, I have not.
Alright, so the Twinkie defense is a defense that was made in the court of law. This one person, let me see, his name was Dan White, and he murdered, in San Francisco City, Supervisor Harvey Milk and Mayor George Moscone. And the defense lawyer that he had was ultimately that. Actually, let me read it word for word. All right. So the expression "Twinkie defense" derives from the 1979 trial of Dan White, a former San Francisco police officer and firefighter, and until just before her crime, a city district supervisor. On November 27th, 1978, White assassinated Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk.
With a Twinkie?
Not with a Twinkie, no. No. At the trial, psychiatrist Martin Blinder testified that White had been depressed at the time of the crime and pointed to several behavioral changes indicating White's depression. He had quit his job, he shunned his wife, and although normally clean-cut, he had become slovenly in appearance. Furthermore, White had previously been a fitness fanatic and a health food advocate, but had begun consuming junk food and sugar-laden soft drinks like Coca-Cola. As an incidental note, Blinder mentioned theories that elements of diet could worsen existing mood swings. Another psychiatrist, George Solomon, testified that White had, quote, exploded and was, quote, sort of on automatic pilot at the time of his killings. And ultimately, they claim that him eating a Twinkie contributed to his depression, which ultimately led to him causing these murders. And it actually got brought up in the Supreme Court. It was United States versus Gonzalez Lopez. I'm sorry, it did not get brought to the Supreme Court, but in a separate Supreme Court battle, Justice Antonin Scalia referred to the Twinkie defense, saying, quote, "I don't want a competent lawyer. I want a lawyer who's going to get me off. I want a lawyer who will invent the Twinkie defense. I would not consider the Twinkie defense an invention of a competent lawyer, but I want a lawyer who's going to win for me." So what do you think of that defense, that a Twinkie can inadvertently lead to murder, in simple terms?
I think it was just an excuse to get out of it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, millions of people eat Twinkies, and no one decides to go murder somebody. But
you think millions of people eat Twinkies? You think that many people eat Twinkies?
Yeah, I do. Do
you
remember?
eat Twinkies?
No, I don't. But do you remember when they discontinued the Twinkies and people went crazy? But are people still buying them like now? Do you think?
See, that's why I don't think it's millions.
Do you think that when the Twinkie was they discontinued the Twinkies just so they can bring it back so more people would buy them?
Well, maybe.
As like a trick?
That very well could be the case.
Because I wonder. And why would people go crazy over a Twinkie leaving? I mean, there's a bunch of other snacks you can
Twinkies
eat.
are like disgusting too. Did you know like that if there was like a nuclear explosion, like if there was an apocalypse, the only things that would survive are like cockroaches and Twinkies because there's not a single natural ingredient in Twinkies.
That's crazy. It's like in Zombieland when the guy wants a Twinkie and finally found one.
But I just think that with this defense, like, yeah, obviously it's a ridiculous defense, but it's like, well, what else are you going to sue people for? You can't sue, like, you know, I mean, well, actually, this was brought up. Remember that court case where that woman sued McDonald's and people were like, oh, well, she's suing McDonald's because their coffee's too hot. But really, she got, like, severe burns from it because, like, the coffee was like literally boiling.
The dishes, I think the dish noise is getting into the, not doing the dishes, is getting into the recording.
Oop. Well, can't do anything about that. But I just wonder, like, you can't blame the product. Although in some cases, like the McDonald's hot coffee case, yeah, you can blame the product. But Twinkies, I mean, like, they can't have
He was just looking at it as an excuse. So it sounds like, because you said in there, a bad diet can lead to depression. You were said. So maybe this guy doesn't eat too healthy. He's getting depressed. Because I know times when I eat like garbage, I have less energy. I don't feel like doing anything. But then when I eat healthier, you know, I feel good. You know, I want to go out. I want to go like do running, do more activities.
That's a conscious choice to eat healthy.
Yes.
And just like it's a conscious choice to eat junk.
So this guy probably wanted to kill these people to begin with. He's probably just using, oh, I have depression, the Twinkie led it to me, you know, I'm feeling really down all by myself, as an excuse for his crimes for what he did. He murdered people, point blank. You murder somebody, you deserve to go to jail. I don't care if you think a Twinkie made you do it. You should go to jail. Yeah.
Well, it says that White's defense was that he suffered diminished capacity as a result of his depression, a symptom of which was a change in diet from healthy food to Twinkies and other sugary foods. But it does mention here that contrary to common belief, White's attorney did not argue that the Twinkies were the cause of White's actions, but that their consumption was symptomatic of his underlying depression. The product itself was only mentioned in passing during the trial, and White was convicted of voluntary manslaughter. So the Twinkie defense had no base.
True. But usually people with depression are usually just, they don't want to do anything, they hang out at home, they avoid people, they either overeat.
Well, it's like a cycle.
Don't eat.
You eat because you're depressed and you're depressed because you eat.
Yeah, so I don't see how his depression would go make him kill somebody.
I mean,
depression causes
I feel like it's not just depression. I mean, like you have to have depression and some kind of mental illness along with that to murder someone.
Yeah, he's probably like a schizo or something.
Well, I can't diagnose anything, but there's obviously, I mean, it seems clear that there's not something quite right.
There's more underlying problem. Yeah. Definitely more underlying. Okay. Let's see what my next story is.
Alrighty.
Okay. So this is going to take place in Canada.
Okay.
Okay. So some guy, you know, broke into a house, did a robbery, stole a bunch of items. Actually, he broke into a store. Excuse me. My apologies. He stole a bunch of items, and then he went.
My
home.
apologies.
And then the cops, you know, they made a report of what the guy stole on the news and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the criminal decided to call the police station and tell him what exactly was stolen because he wanted the credit for what he stole.
Oh.
And they weren't doing it properly, and that's how they busted him.
That's so wholesome, though. I kind of I'm rooting for that guy. I like this guy.
I did the crime. I want them to say what exactly I stole correctly instead of making a mistake with it.
I mean, yeah, if he pulled something off, you might as well get the credit.
Yeah, but then you call the police station, you busted. You done, boy. You done.
Yeah, but I feel like he should get at least like a week or two off a sentence, just because. I would take a week or two off.
I kinda would like if I did a crime, which I'm not. I want the facts to be straight. Like, this is my crime. I did this. If you're gonna tell it correctly.
Yeah, and it's like, actually, I didn't kill 5 people. I killed 7 people. So, like, excuse me.
Yeah, like I'm a better criminal than that.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're cheapening my abilities.
Like, yeah, like, excuse me. I stole 4 watches, 3 pairs of diamond earrings, and you only said I stole 2 and 1 watch? Excuse me, where'd you get your facts? I don't know.
And scene.
I know I got a little too much into that one.
Alright. Anything else you have to say about that?
No.
Alright.
I mean, because he gave his confession over the phone, so they got him.
I mean, at least he confessed.
Yeah, you go, Glenn Coco. You go.
Alright, here's my next story. This is a really short one. That there was an insect and lizard heist valued at $40,000.
Whoa.
So there were thieves who stole $40,000 worth of insects and reptiles from the Philadelphia Insectarium and Butterfly Pavilion. More than 7,000 insects and reptiles were taken, which make up to 80 to 90% of the insectarium's population. Police suspect it was an inside job because the thieves also left blue staff uniforms hung by knives stabbed against one of the office's walls. Why did they, it's such an, I know it's not innocent crime, but it's such a non-violent crime. But then you put the uniforms on the wall with a knife. Why do you gotta do that and make it all serial killer-like?
Yeah, I don't get that.
But also, I know exactly who did this. It was Don. Don did this. Our brother Don. He does reptile shows.
Yeah, he needed them for a show.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, that was Don.
This is the only way he had to do it. I don't want to spend the money on the reptiles, so let me go steal them. I know exactly how to do it. I know one of the employees there. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But why the knives? Why the knives with the uniforms? Why stick that on the wall?
It's almost like they're saying, it's a punch in their face. I stole all the insects. I got away with it.
What are you going to do with them? Unless you have a reptile show.
I don't know. Yeah, what are you going to do with that? How much insects did you say they stole?
7,000 insects and reptiles were taken, which is about 80 to 90% of the insectarium's population.
7,000 insects. What are you going to do with them? Unless you're going to take them and
And
kill
how
them
do
all.
you get all of them? You must have a giant, multiple trucks, right?
Yeah.
Man.
I wonder how they pulled up. Did they get busted?
Huh. I didn't actually do that much research on it. Oops.
That's alright. I was just curious because that's a crazy crime. Gonna go and steal all those? Yeah. Where are they gonna put it? And are they putting all the insects together in the same tank? And if they do that, aren't the insects probably gonna fight against
It's like the
each
Hunger
other?
Games, yeah.
And then what about the reptiles? You can't put all the reptiles together.
Yeah, no.
The snakes are probably gonna eat the lizards if there's any lizards there. It's just.
Well, who knows what they wanted to do with them?
Yeah.
Make the ladybugs fight the cockroaches.
Oh, the poor ladybugs have no chance.
Yeah. Well, they can fly.
True. That's true. Because cockroaches can't, right? Yeah, no, they can't.
I think there's a type that can.
That's scary.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
That's like saying, what if spiders were able to fly?
There's a kind that can. Have you seen those videos of spiders in there was one in a Middle Eastern country, and it was in the middle of a desert, and I don't know what country it was, but there was a military base, which I believe was an American military base, and there was a spider that looked like a tumbleweed, literally going super fast, and it was huge, and they literally, in order to stop it, they had to shoot their guns at it. they had to shoot the spider. It was the freakiest thing I've ever seen. There are videos of it.
Whoa, I need to find out where this place is because I am never going there.
There are spiders that can jump really high. There are all sorts of like terrifying spiders, and a lot of them are poisonous. Or venomous, not poisonous.
Man,
venomous.
could you imagine if you just added some... Could you imagine if you added wings to that gigantic tumbleweed spider?
Ugh. Yeah, no.
What would life become? Oh my god, and they had to shoot it? That's insane! Man, I freak out when I see a spider like this big. Because if I see a spider, everybody knows if I find a spider and I put a cup on it, Brittney found the spider. That's how I do it, to keep it from Brenton, and then someone else has to either bring it outside or kill it. But usually bring it outside. Because I can't kill them, I would feel bad, but like, I don't want anything to do with them. You know what I mean?
Feel bad about killing spiders?
Yeah, I do. Even though I hate them.
And I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general, I find it interesting how like, this is like my vegetarian propaganda. People are okay with like eating burgers, but then killing spiders is like bad. I don't know. I just find that interesting.
Well, I don't really kill. The only insects I kill are flies. I love using the electric fly swatter and then just hit it and it goes.
Wow. That's unnecessarily torturous.
No, I think they kill them instantly.
I guess.
And then sometimes they get stuck in the fly swatter, so I just take it and plop it in the, knock it out into the garbage can and be like, goodbye, no more bothering me, because I hate when they're flying around and they're like, bzzz.
So you're okay with killing flies, but not spiders?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because the one thing I do like about spiders is they build their webs and they kill other insects. Brittney don't like insects. Brittney don't.
Okay.
She wants them dead. They're fine outside as long as they don't bother me, but when you come inside the house, you're in my territory. This is my domain.
Yeah, you don't pay taxes on this property.
You can't come in here. Yeah, right? You don't come in here and you don't try to live. You don't. You don't bother me outside. I don't want to see you outside. I don't want to know anything about you outside. You can live outside. Just don't see me. Don't do anything. It's my life, my choice, and I can't be near you anymore. I can't.
Okay.
I can't. And then when that reminds me, I was delivering a package. It was this huge spider web. I kid you not, like, because I walk across people's yards. There's this huge spider web in between the two trees. With this giant spider like this big.
I think you're speaking in hyperbole. That big?
Yeah, they have big spiders like this.
Yeah, but when you talk about giant spiders, you usually exaggerate how big they are.
No. Anyway, I almost walked right into that web. I was like this close to the web and I was like, no. Could you imagine now? It's getting dark out earlier. If it's harder to see, I'm going to walk through a spider web.
Oh, man.
My life is going to be ruined.
Nasty.
I'm just going to walk up people's driveways.
Nasty.
I know. It's
Alright, I'm done with talking about spiders. What's the next story?
Yeah, me too. The next story. So this happened in Poland. So these two guys were just fighting.
Wait, are all of these from the same news source?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Why is that bad?
I mean, no, but I thought we were grabbing from different places, but that's okay. If this were a research paper, you'd be marked for use various resources. But we're not doing a research paper.
But I like my stories I picked.
No, I'm done. I was just asking.
Yeah, I'm not in school, okay? Don't be doing this to me. I finished school, okay? Actually, I have one more semester to get my bachelor's. That's 4 classes. But
you only have 1 semester left?
Yeah.
Just do it.
I know I'm going to, but now that I'm a dry, I needed to be.
But now it's the perfect time because we're in the pandemic and you can do it online.
I know. I was going to sign up this semester, but I needed to wait till I figured out about like if I was becoming a driver or not. So now my only day I have off is Mondays. So I'm going to sign up classes just for Mondays.
Well, what you can do is, if you're so worried about that, you can do like 2 classes and then like do 2 classes for the spring and then like 2 classes in the summer.
Yeah, it's basically feel like I'm getting my master's degree because I did the 2 years for my associates. I did the 2 years for the American Sign Language and then basically 2 years for my bachelor's. It's basically like master status, you know?
I guess.
Feels like it, just saying.
I mean, the label isn't really so much, you know. It's like a master's degree takes longer than a bachelor's, but you know, having 2 bachelors could be just as valuable, if not more valuable, than a master's, or having a certificate and or you have an associate's and you have a certificate, right? And now you're gonna get your bachelor's. So.
Yeah. I'm just saying it feels like it. I would love to get my PhD just so people could be like, Dr. Brittney.
In what? Biology?
Yeah, why not? Or whatever. UPS pays for schooling. Well, but technically,
Then do it.
Yeah, I
Go
know.
do it.
I pay for it up front, and then I have to get like straight A's, and then they reimburse me the money.
I've said this before. If school were completely free, I would like want to be a student for the rest of my life.
Really?
Yeah, I would want to keep doing school, get different degrees and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. You
Yeah.
go, Glen Coco.
I was going to get my master's, but for my major, I didn't need a master's. It's so unnecessary.
What is your dream job?
A dream job? Probably anything that has to do with like media or advertising or public relations, which is basically everything in communications. So it's a broad scope.
That's cool.
That's one good thing. People like hate on like communication majors, but like it's probably, in my opinion, the most lucrative arts degree that you can get because, yeah, it's an arts degree and science degrees are better. Yeah, I know. But the thing about communications is that it can translate to like any field, and every kind of business or organization or whatever needs communications, or whether it's public relations or something, everything needs it. And considering that we're in a world, especially now during the pandemic, where like you need media, you need visual media, you need online media, stuff like that, TV, this is like a really prominent thing that you can get into.
Nice, that's awesome. Good for you.
And good for you.
Yucks.
But yeah, if you can go to school for free, even grad school is free.
Yeah, as long as I get straight A's, I get.
Oh, you have to get straight A's.
Well,
grad school is pretty difficult because that's like independent research and development stuff.
It depends because I think if you get like B's or something, it's like I think it goes on how your grades are is how much they reimburse you.
Oh, okay. I do have to say, because I haven't gone for my master's, but those master's classes are very difficult. Like, you have to do experimentation, like, independent study on your own. And as much as I like online classes, doing online classes during a pandemic, that's for a master's degree, that's a whole nother level of difficulty. But a bachelor's, like a regular undergrad class online, to me, I kind of like those. Do you like online classes?
No, I don't.
Yeah, people either love them or hate them.
I prefer to be in the building with the teacher there. Do hands-on experience. If I got my question, get the teacher to come right over and do it. So like I prefer that, especially like with biology. I don't want to have to get a kid do it at home. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do have to say for like kids in like middle school, elementary school, high school, during the pandemic with online classes. First of all, that's like hectic, especially for parents. Like imagine having 6 kids all young during a pandemic.
Oh my God, poor mom.
I know. It's insane. But also like. Kids are not getting, like, me as a college student, like, college work is mostly on your own anyway, so, like, it doesn't affect, like, you know, college students as much, but kids that are in, like, grade school and stuff, like, they have a lot that they need to learn, just, like, the basic stuff that you should know, and it's kind of difficult for them anyway.
That is very true.
At least they get half days every day, so they're done after, like, 4 hours.
Do you miss high school?
I mean, I don't miss it, but, you know.
Everyone always says you're gonna miss high school. You know what? I've been out of school for 8 years. I don't miss it one bit.
You know, people say, because I didn't go to prom, I didn't go to any of that stuff, and they go, you're gonna regret it when you're older, or like you're gonna regret not participating in like any sports or anything when you're older. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Granted, I went to prom.
I didn't go to OCC graduation. Oh, I just said what school I went to.
I didn't go there either.
Yeah.
I didn't miss it. I didn't want to even do my high school graduation. And prom wasn't even all that. Like it was just stupid. And then there was drama going on. Like I should say ex-friend brought this guy who was like old. He was causing problems. It was just this whole big thing. I'm like, ugh, I just want to hang out.
They really hype up high school a lot, like in TV and stuff.
Yeah, they make it look. Well, I guess they don't make it look better because they put a lot of drama, more drama than usual. But yeah, it's really, they make the dances, I guess, look cool, but it's really not all that. I don't think so.
There's so much more to life than high school.
There really is, honestly. There really is.
Or high school. I've noticed that when people say high school, which like I do too, we say high school instead of high school.
High school.
I say high school.
High school.
Like, yeah, high school. I think like everyone does that. High school. It actually sounds weird if you say high school.
High school.
Yeah.
High school. High school. I went to high school.
Where were we?
Oh shoot. How did we even get on that?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Oh,
it started with,
okay.
did you get all these at the same thing? I remember how we got there. Okay, so anyway, so these two guys got into like a serious argument. They're just yelling back and forth. They're trying to win their argument. One guy saying this, the other guy saying this. It got so heated that one of those guys eventually called the cops. When the two calmed down, the cops took the identification from them and went to go look it up. And what did the cops find out? The cops found out that those two guys had been on the police most wanted list.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
For what?
It doesn't say, but could you imagine that? You get into a heated fight and you call the cops. You basically just ratted yourself out.
Wait, they were both on the most wanted list?
Yes,
Oh
both of
my
them.
god, come on. That's like Ted Bundy. Like, he got away from the cops like 2 times, and all 3 of the times that he got caught was because of his bad driving. If he weren't such a bad driver, he might have gotten away with those murders. Like,
But it was also, he bit one of them.
well, yeah.
And his teeth
But you know
were
what I'm
all
saying?
messed
Like,
up.
if he weren't, and this was 2 times that this happened, he was driving poorly, and that's how they caught him. That's how they found him, because he was driving poorly.
Yeah.
If he were just a better driver, he could have gone into hiding, and we would have possibly never, well, I mean, we probably would have found him eventually, because people pretty much at that point knew.
But he was basically like his own lawyer, and he really
The worst own lawyer. Who?
the one thing they nailed him on was that bite he did.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that bite, who knows how the trial would have turned out then? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
but
the one thing they really linked to
He
him.
was really stupid in a lot of ways, because he would go up to people and say, "Hi, my name's Ted." Like, he would tell his name to people. I do have to say, like, I'm not saying he was smart, but he escaped jail. Well, one time he escaped the courtroom, and one time he escaped jail. The one time, you know about this? Yeah, he escaped the courtroom through a window, and he just ran.
He jumped, but didn't he hurt his ankle?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
hurt
he
his
was
ankle.
driving poorly that one time, but he was always a poor driver. And then the other thing was that he lost a bunch of weight while in jail, and then like climbed through the light
Yep.
to like get out. So it's like, it's that thing. It's like you're smart in some aspects, but really dumb in others.
Yeah, but if he didn't do some of the things, he probably would have gotten away and could have killed more people.
Yeah.
He had his type, long, straight, blonde hair, not blonde, brown hair, parted in the middle. That was his type.
Yeah. Well, the thing I find so bizarre, like even today, people go, "Oh my God, Ted Bundy is like so hot." And it's like, what is so hot about like a killer, like a person who like kills women?
Didn't he
and-
kill like 40 people?
I don't know, but like,
I need to see
why
how many
why do
people
people
he
like
killed.
fawn over him? That's very disturbing.
Where's my mouse?
I want to see that. Oh no, it's not. Oh, I never saw the Ted Bundy movie with Zac Efron.
Oh, I saw that.
Was it good?
Yes and no, because it was kind of like they didn't make him seem like as a monster as he was. They kind of like,
They glorified him.
yeah, basically.
Mhm.
They didn't really see like the murders and stuff like that. I felt like it was more kind of like through the view of his girlfriend and stuff like that. They didn't really go over the murders or anything like that. They kind of just.
Well, I don't think it was about the murders, right? It was more about, if I'm correct, the trial. It was about the trial, right?
Yeah.
I also wanted to see that movie with Riker Lynch. What was it? What's his name? The serial killer or not Riker Lynch, Ross Lynch.
Oh, he did. He confessed to 30 people, but the real number could have been much higher, possibly even over 100.
Wow,
That is absolutely insane.
that is insane.
And how could people be like, "Oh, he's so sexy"? No, well,
He's a murderer.
he killed over 30 people, and get a phone call. And you think you find that sexy? Like
Yeah,
what?
that's disturbing.
What? What's wrong with people?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
All right. Well, here's my last story.
Okay.
This is from 2015, and this goes with my my pro twerking. I'm a one issue voter, and that's pro twerking, as everyone knows. And this article headline by Iwa Kern Jedrzejowska says, "Man stabbed in butt on train platform, didn't notice until he got home." And long story short, this guy, he was on a train, he got stabbed in the butt, had no clue he was stabbed in the butt, got home, he was like, "Oh my God, there's an object in my butt." And it turns out that, yeah, you must have a pretty strong butt for that. Which is why I promote twerking on a daily basis. if you twerk, you get buns of steel, and you won't feel if you get stabbed in the butt. That's like a superpower, like when a Pokemon evolves, like you get your strong butt. Comments?
Wow. I wonder how I would react if I got stabbed in the butt. I don't think I got a lot of meat on my butt, though, but...
Sometimes, like, when I sit down for a long period of time because I have a flat butt, my butt just, like, it hurts when sitting in, like, a wooden chair after a while.
So how thick, like, was this knife? Was it a big
Well, they
blade?
don't know if it's a knife. They didn't ever say if it was, like, a knife or whatever.
Like, I want to know how far did it go in?
Well, let's see. They discovered 3 puncture wounds. This guy got stabbed 3 times in his butt.
Does he not have nerves in his butt cheek?
I don't know. 3 puncture wounds in his left buttock and 1 in his right buttock. Oh, so 4 total.
Oh my god.
Each of them ½ an inch. So that's pretty deep.
Damn, how do you not... Oops. Dang, how do you not feel that?
You must have quite the gluteus maximus.
Wow. Wow. I wonder... You want to stab me in my butt cheek? No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to get stabbed.
No, I'll pass. I'll pass on that. Oh my god, she's stuck in a glitch. She's in a loop. Just give it a few seconds.
Oh my god. Why am I laughing so hard? I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
I got problems. Yeah.
What?
I was gonna do that song where it's like, I got bills. I need.
That's a very obscure song to reference.
Oh my god. Alright, let me move on to my.
Right now, I got 99 problems and getting stabbed in the butt ain't one.
Well, that was a good one.
Mm.
You have to like outwit me. Okay.
You have 2 more stories, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I don't have any more.
Let's see. Does this say where this happens? Oh, it was in Texas. Okay. So these 2 people tried to do a knife point robbery, but it failed at this jewelry store. So you know what these people decided to get away in? A wheelchair. They had a wheelchair waiting outside for them to go and get away. Why would you use a wheelchair to go get away?
I didn't judge it. That's pretty. I mean, that's creative.
You can go, but you'll be faster on foot
if you
in a
disguise
wheelchair.
yourself as like a little lady and then put like a little shawl on yourself and like a little quilt and then you just say, I'm just a little lady.
I need my wheelchair to go.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it was electric or if it was regular.
An electric wheelchair? Oh, like a motor scooter?
Yeah, like they have the...
Man, I love, like, there's this whole thing on, like, the H3 podcast, I think it is. They talk about, like, mobility scooters and, like, how some people who have mobility scooters are just the rudest people. Like, I've seen, like, even, like, in high school, there was someone who had a mobility scooter and they just rammed over someone's foot. And you're like, ow, ow, and she did not care. She was just out.
That's like how people at Walmart, when they use those motorized scooters...
They're dangerous.
mean.
Those are lethal machines.
Yeah, they are mean. I don't understand why. Like,
Not to generalize all motor scooter people, but a lot of mobility scooter people, I've noticed, are very fierce with how they use their scooters.
They are. They don't care.
Some of them go to like 8 miles an hour, which is like relatively fast for a motor scooter. And you know, a lot of them are really bulky and big. Like not just the ones that you get at like just the chair, but like it has the front and it has like a basket and everything.
That's like at Walmart. Those people.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah, when they're like, you gotta get out of the way when they're coming up.
If you see them coming down the aisle, you better run because they're just gonna run you over.
Mm-hmm.
They do not care. They do not. So like, I wonder on like Black Friday, like, do they get like the good stuff because they can just run through the crowd?
Oh, that's a good idea. On Black Friday probably isn't going to be like a typical Black Friday this year, but
Yeah, because they're kind of doing it like all month long.
Yeah, because they don't want all people together at once. But
Oh yeah, that's true because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Doo-doo-doo.
Which I hope they keep this system actually. Like I hate Black Friday. I never do Black Friday.
I do the online like Cyber Monday shopping. That's all I do.
But even then, Cyber Monday, like the deal's like 5% off.
That's true. But sometimes I buy things, but like Amazon Prime Day, you know how they have those 2 days?
Yeah, those aren't even that good.
There was nothing like that really got my interest. And I noticed at UPS,
It's always like a loofah.
I thought it was gonna pick up more, like be like, oh my god, we're gonna be so much busier because of Amazon Prime Day. But no, it didn't really pick up. I was either A, it's going through FedEx, B, they're just using the Amazon Prime drivers for most of it. I don't know, but I was happy because it did not pick up like crazy.
With the pandemic, everyone's just ordering everything online anyway.
Yeah, I know. At least I know.
It's not special anymore.
At least I know I'll have I'll always have a job. If we shut down, I'll still have a job if we shut down again.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's nice. It's nice to know my job is safe during this.
Yeah. And I can work from home, which I did for like months. So.
I didn't want the screen to turn off. Alright, let's go on to my next story.
Alright, final story.
This one happened in Hungary. It says, a woman tried to rob a grocery store with a can of gas spray as her weapon.
Gas spray?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Gas spray. Gas spray? Like gasoline or like air?
I don't know. Look it up online real fast.
How do I look that up? Like, what am I looking up?
Just type in gas spray.
Oh, what gas? Oh, I thought you meant like the story. I was like, it's your story.
No, I wonder what gas spray is. But anyway, the shop assistant realized it was just a can of deodorant.
Oh, okay. So that must be like some kind of like biological, like they thought it was some kind of like weapon.
Yeah.
Like gas spray.
But could it go? Okay, first off, why are you going in there with the deodorant logo on it? First off, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see. Oh yeah, look, they do. Okay, got it. Maybe something.
But
right down here. This one's probably that one looks more like it because they have deodorants like that.
What does it do though? Because I know they have like compressed air for like keyboards and stuff. I use that. Oh, this is like a gun. This gas spray looks like a gun.
Wow.
Self-defense. Oh, so that stuff must be like lethal. So is it like to like clean out heavy machinery or something?
I'm not sure. That's crazy.
Gas.
But yeah. But okay, first off, why are you going in there with the deodorant logo on it? You should have at least covered that up with something.
No, don't you want the deodorant logo on it?
But if you're gonna go try to rob a place, why are you having the deodorant
logo? Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't understand.
Okay, I'm reading a description of what this is, and I don't know what half the words mean, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's dangerous. Apparently they use it for welding, and I know welding is dangerous.
Welding's a very dangerous job.
So one of the most dangerous skills you can have is welding.
Yeah, I think my friend Tessa, her dad used to do
it's like, oh, maybe it's like tear gas or pepper spray?
Oh, it's like pepper spray.
Maybe.
Why didn't they say pepper spray?
I don't know.
Oh, my Atlanta. Oh, my Atlanta.
Well, what country is that?
One time, Sean's our brother, our other brother. Sean sprayed pepper spray in a store.
Why?
And him and I were coughing so bad. My eyes were burning.
Oh, my God.
Every time somebody walked by, they started coughing and stuff. I was like, oh
my God, why would you do that? You could have gotten in trouble for that.
I know, because I kept it on the keychain.
You're lucky that someone didn't have like an asthma attack. Oh my God.
It was Sean.
Oh my God, you can't
it.
do that.
I know, yeah, I don't know how we didn't get in trouble for that, but we did it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everyone kept coughing as they walked by. We're like, oh my God, we're gonna get so much trouble. Oh
what did people say? Did people say anything?
No, nobody said anything.
They probably just thought, oh my God, my allergies are really acting.
Yeah, Sean and I were coughing.
Why did he spray it?
Because I don't know, I had it as a keychain, as like a defense mechanism.
Oh my God.
And he just sprayed it, and yeah, I threw up from it. It was awful.
You threw up?
Yeah, it was so
bad. Oh my
bad.
God, someone might have thrown up, who walked by.
No, everyone was good. They were just coughing. We were keeping track of it.
Oh my God.
That's one of our fun stories. And then another time, when I worked at CVS, somebody paged up me and another manager. I'm like, what do they think? We're conjoined at the hips. So I decided to take with the other manager, tie our legs together, and we walked up there we were one person doing the 3-step thing. And then these 2 customers, they always come into the stores, which were awesome. They were pretending to race us down the aisle.
Wow.
They were doing the 3-foot thing. They weren't tied together, but cool customers who can decide to join in on a little fun. I do have one more story.
Okay.
Did you want to tell it?
No, I don't know what the story is.
You can read it right from the phone.
No, but I don't know.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so this happened in Illinois.
Illinois.
Whatever. I don't live there. I don't care what I say.
Illinois.
Whatever. So this 40-year-old man decided to go in to rob a bank. He wrote down on a paper a note that says, Be quick, be quiet. Give your cash or I'll shoot. So their bank gave them only $400, first off.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. You're gonna rob a bank for $400?
Why? Why $400? Is it all they just gave them?
If I'm going in, if I was to rob a bank, I would go in.
Wait, they asked for $400?
They just handed him $100.
Oh, probably because that was like what they had right in front of them.
If I'm gonna rob a place, I'm go big or go home. Honestly.
Well, yeah, but that's probably all they had in front of them because banks don't really have that much like cash on hand right in front of them. It's all locked up.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I guess for situations like this. So he scribbled it on his pay slip. So the detectives found the other half of his pay slip outside, so they were able to get the
bank account info,
get his name and his home address from the pay slip. Come on.
Again, this is like a recurring theme. You do such a dumb thing. I mean, granted, you're robbing a bank. I don't know how many people get away with robbing a bank these days.
That's true. Back then, people used to get away with it all the time. But why would you use your pay slip?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
If you're gonna do it, use a blank piece of paper. Everybody has a blank piece of paper.
Or I would just not rob a bank.
Well, even that's very true. But you're getting away with $400. $400 is nothing. What are you gonna use $400?
Well, I think he wanted more.
Yeah, well, I would have made them give me more.
That's it? Just $400?
Yeah. Oh, I really like this mouse because it's so silent when it clicks. But yeah, no. If I'm robbing a bank, I'm going big or go home. I would put it on a blank piece of paper. No way am I doing that. And then honestly, with all these things where people like with all this makeup people can do. Have you seen those videos where people like do like crazy looking things?
Yeah.
Like you could probably do makeup to make yourself look like a totally different person if you're on camera.
Yeah, but it's more than just your appearance. You can like rob a place with like full mask on, and it doesn't matter. But between like your car, between like the you can be tracked in so many different ways.
You can run away. Your car could be parked like a mile away.
DNA, even. I mean, granted, I don't know if they use DNA evidence for a bank robbery, but
that's how they caught the golden
eyewitnesses.
The Golden Gate Killer with DNA.
You mean Golden State?
Is it Golden State Killer?
I think so, right? Because it was the Golden State, right? Or am I messing that up?
I'm gonna look that
but
up.
He was a killer. That's why they used DNA evidence. With a bank robbery, I don't know so much.
Let's see. Let's take a look and see what it... Oh, it is Golden State Killer.
Yeah.
But they caught him like after... How many years was it? Because they finally just caught him.
I don't know too much about that story. I do know it is crazy though. Which is weird, because I like...
Oh, it went cold for 40 years.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, DNA evidence back then wasn't all that great.
Yeah, when he used to break in...
But then it got better.
Before he did killings, like, he would take plates and stack them on, like, the husband's back. So if he moved... Sorry about that, guys. Our memory card was full on there. I guess I forgot to delete some videos. But yeah, he would take plates and put them on top of the husband while he did bad things. And so if they moved, the plates would fall and he would come in and get them. He would eat at people's places, like food there, he didn't care, he'd leave DNA. But that was back then when DNA wasn't really used.
Yeah.
But they would save the DNA. He would stake out houses. He knew exactly the plan of the house, when people would be home, and all that stuff. And then it was even proven that there was a photo at town meeting. He had a photo done, and he was in that photo with the people that they would talk about the Golden State Killer. So he would know everything, and he was a police officer in a different town.
I remember that. Yeah, that's why it went on for so long because he
knew all this stuff. So yeah, he staked that. He was brilliant, and I think there was one point, I think he broke his arm or hurt his arm at one of the houses, like jumping a fence or something like that, and he broke his arm.
Wasn't there another woman, and this is so like, I do not remember enough about this, but there was like a woman who I think she was part of like law enforcement too, and she killed someone, and for years they couldn't figure out who it was, but then one of the investigators was like, I think it's her. And then they followed her like Dunkin' Donuts or something, and they grabbed her coffee cup out of the garbage, got her DNA, and found out it was her, and then they arrested her. That's
basically how they caught the Golden State Killer. They like staked him out, And when he threw, was it a cigarette butt or was it a cup?
Is that crazy? Just
In the
fucking
garbage, and they got it, and that's how they nailed him.
Wow.
They went to his house. I think was he having a party? Well, they went to his house and caught him, and he was living his life.
Yeah.
Like, he enjoyed himself, everything.
When were the murders? Around like what decade or whatever?
Was it in the 70s, I think it was?
Oh, if it were the 70s, then that's definitely, you know.
Oh, that's the Ted Bundy one.
I don't even, like, DNA evidence was, I don't even know if they had DNA evidence in the 70s. Like,
Yeah,
we knew,
70s and 80s.
Yeah, because even with O.J. Simpson in the 90s, like, they used DNA evidence, but DNA evidence was so flimsy in the 90s that they couldn't really substantiate that.
Yeah. It was this DNA investigators collected from a car door and a discarded piece of tissue paper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so in the 70s and 80s, that's how they called him. 70 when he's at the age of 74.
Wow. Crazy stuff.
It's crazy how he got away with it for so long before he got finally busted. 74? Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they finally caught him.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like big news when they finally decided to catch him.
Yeah.
I was thinking, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, last night. I went to a friend's house and we played like baseball in the house. We were having fun. And I hit the ball and it hit the light. But the light got brighter. It was so weird. We couldn't figure it out. The ball hit it. It was bright. And then I decided to try to tap it to see if the light would get dimmer. But it didn't. I was just like, that was just...
It's probably like releasing toxins into the air or something.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Was it an LED?
I don't know. I don't know what the light bulb was.
I'd probably replace the light bulb. I would probably check to see if the light bulb's damaged or something.
I don't know. It got brighter. It was some weird stuff. I was like, because she was recording us playing in the house. I was like, did you get that on video? And she's like, no. I think she just stopped filming right before that.
Man, mine all week, I didn't really do much except follow like the election stuff. And there was one part of the election. There was a woman who was trying to like summon angels around the world to get Trump to win. And it's the funniest video ever. You can look it up. This woman is like preaching on TV, and she starts like speaking in tongues, and she's like, or not exactly that, but that's what it sounded like. And then she goes, we're taking the angels from Africa, the angels from South America, we're bringing the angels here. And then it was like a woman like just putting her hands in the air, going like this. They're like getting Jesus to like all these angels to like get Trump to win. And then
I need to see that.
Oh, it's great. I'll show you after.
Wow, that's crazy. That's insane.
I love that stuff. Man, it's so weird. Like, I'm sorry, like, not to hate on anyone's like religion or anything, but I don't understand tongues. I don't understand at all. What the heck?
Yeah, no, we're not going against anybody. We never go against anyone. Politics, I don't like talking about politics with people. It's not worth it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So, yeah, that's how I look at it.
Oh, it wasn't politics, it was religion.
Well, religion too. No, but I'm just saying, I don't go against anybody's religion, politics.
I just don't get it. I just don't get the tongues thing. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, but it is what it is. You know, she wants to do her preaching. Girl, do your preaching.
Well, I don't know, because her preaching kind of seems like she's like, whoo-hoo. But, you know, to each their own, I guess.
She got something going on in her head.
Yeah.
But, girl, you do you. If that's what you want to do, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm doing my wave hand for you, girl. I still need to buy my stand.
Yes, you did.
I was going to take it and place it inside of like one of those red solo cups, but I forgot to grab it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Next time.
But I've been doing it. Hey, do you have anything else you would like to say?
No.
No, me neither.
All right.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about the little glitch we had. Brittney will make sure next time the memory card's not full. So, yeah.
Hasta luego.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.